Hey folks, today we're going to learn a new mindfulness tool. Fact, ooh, fiction. The ooh is French. I put it in there so it's easy to remember. Fact or fiction is a tool that you can use to notice if you're making yourself extra miserable or anxious for no reason. Hey, that's okay. That's okay if you're doing that. Fact, ooh, fiction asks you to separate what the known reality is and what you're making up. Does this seem fun already? Sometimes it's easy to buy into the fiction because you're a really great writer and forget that it's not the fact. The facts are objective. Everybody could see it or say it. But we do like nuance, right? Because sometimes the fact is internal. I feel grief. Can anybody else validate that for you? Maybe. But sometimes you're the only one that knows that fact. Let's stay with that example. The fiction that might go with that fact is it shouldn't have happened. Here's what could have gone differently. Or I will always feel this way. Or. The fact is that you feel grief. The rest you don't really know. In reality, you could come up with why you feel that. And for something like grief, it might be a little bit more straightforward. But there's a lot you don't know. When you simplify and just go with the fact, you give yourself the opportunity to see it from another angle. Because you aren't out there selling the story that you got. Extra. And it can be a little extra. It's okay though. Let's do another example. A fact might be that you didn't get that job. The fiction might be about what that means. Now, you can explore your fiction to see if it's fact. You might be afraid that you're not qualified or that you're not presenting yourself well. Well, honey, ask. Remember, this is a serious channel and we want to honor nuance. Some of what you might be cooking up over here could be useful. In the fiction department, you might get something in there you could use. But you won't know unless you make it a fact, or at least be reasonably sure it is. Another example might be an objective fact about your childhood. This happened. The fiction might be the motive that you provided the people involved, or maybe the fiction is what it means about who you are now or what you can do now. Let's ring the nuance bell though. Some of that might have something to it, but honey, you only got to hold it so much so that it helps you go forward. If it's keeping you where you are, drop it. Doesn't matter, drop it. You're now. Use what you can. More specifically, let's say that the fact is that your parents weren't present. The fiction might be that you have trouble attaching. There might be something there, but it isn't as fixed a fact, you know? And sometimes you can fix it as a fact and live from it as if it was a fact, and it might not be true anymore. You know, you have to make room for life to move. If you think you might need to look at or work on attachment, do it. But if you want to spend the next 15 years banging the drum about the attachment style you don't want to have, well, that's your choice. It's delicate to do fact or fiction discernment, but some of them you can sort out pretty easily and give yourself relief rather quickly. It's helpful to ask help. Therapists could be good in helping you sort fact from fiction. People involved, if you trust them, can help you sort fact or fiction. We want to stay, again, with what's useful and as accurate as we can. And then asking, really, what is your main point? Generally, you're trying to feel good. It's so silly. We do all these crazy gymnastics because we want to feel good. Oh, you do that, we don't feel good now. Simplicity is something that you can achieve in your body through conscious breathing. We'll breathe a little and we'll get simple. I don't know, and that's okay. I welcome the mystery of life to unfold. I allow myself to work with the world as I find it currently. I am worthy of change. I drop it like it's hot. That's it for today. I have a ton of content on YouTube, and we can work together. Go to theselfhug.com to find out what that looks like. Bye.